mental illnesses. Since age 13, Evelyn's on a new antipsychotic, hoping that'll curb her violent tendencies. You're anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months.
Ouch!
That's enough, Tom.
I'm Dr. Reese. I'm visiting from Chicago.
Dr. Reese, we're moving on.
Hey, just so you know, crazy is a word I never use.
How are rounds at the youth hospital?
Brutal. I'm sure there's a more clinical term, but
I hear you.
it's really hard to see so many teenagers suffering from psychological trauma.
Younger patients are the hardest. Very tough to draw a line between an actual
How do you learn to make that call?
E-hall.
Suicide. I was trying to see you.
Do you believe it's okay to hurt yourself?
Phone call.
Nancy, you could have seriously hurt or even killed yourself. Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm not your psychiatrist.
My mom came at me with a hammer while I was sleeping.
No. If that were the situation...
Said that I was the one who's crazy.
I'll be right back.
Could you fill me in? I understand that you ran into Nancy on rounds this morning.
Yes. All I said was crazy isn't a word I ever use.
The way we talk to younger psych patients, sort of ally.
I am. Aren't we all?
This is a young woman who bouts of manic depression.
Uncontrollable hysteria, paranoid delusions.
Put her in a position where she wanted to harm herself again.
Hey, Sarah. You got a second? I heard that, most of the psych residents get therapy.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Uh-huh.
Well, we flushed her pretty good. She'll be medically cleared soon, and we'll have to go back to the psych hospital. You buy her story?
I don't know. She's on a 6-month psych hold. Does she seem like she requires that much?
In med school, my head shrink profile. No one could agree.
Yeah. I wish there was a way to evaluate Nancy like an ED doc. Dr. Charles, do you have a minute? In order to get a more complete history, I contacted the officer who arrested Nancy and her mother. He sent me his report. His house on domestic disputes involving the mother. She's been in and out of jail for assault. In fact, she is at county right now. It could mean that Nancy was wrongfully committed by an unstable mother. Mother's testimony that got Nancy committed, and her mother's an
I understand that you believe that you've been wrongfully committed. Is that right?
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Oh. You want to tell me a little bit about your mom? It's Dr. Halstead, and I think you know Dr. Reese.
We just need to remove the...
Sarah?
I'm sorry. I tried. I did, but Dr. Baker has... She has to be the one to change the diagnosis. Hey, and you can't either. Stay... Okay? Give me a second. Dr. Charles, I know I don't have any definitive proof. Doesn't want to admit that she misdiagnosed her.
You know what? I happen to agree with you.
You don't think she's mentally ill?
Can't be positive.
Need some help!
What happened?
Give me some pressure.
It's tied.
I'm not.
It's my fault.
Why'd you say that?
I gave her false hope. I told her I believe she was stable when she clearly isn't.
Well, I'm not sure I agree. I mean...
Why would you do that when she just tried to kill herself?
She's a violent, unstable mother, and her fate is...